Hello, everybody. My name is Aleksandr, and I'm a tour operating manager and a guide interpreter in the Ak-Sai travel company from Kyrgyzstan, from the capital, from Bishkek. And as a manager, I would like to tell you about the Kyrgyzstan, about experience that you can get in our country, and how Ak-Sai can help you to reach this interesting, adventurous destination. As a guide, I'm going to share with you my impressions. What does it mean to travel in Kyrgyzstan? At first, let me tell you about so-called soft adventure. As far as Kyrgyzstan is located along the Great Silk Road, in the heart of Tian Shan and Pamir Mountains, every trip turns to be adventurous. High-altitude passes and lakes, deep canyons with traditional nomadic houses called yurts, historical objects that belong to the time of the Great Silk Road, and many more breathtaking things can make an unforgettable impression on everybody. There are several, the most important historical and natural places that I would like to tell you about, where our adventures will be smooth and quiet, but warning, not always. We start our travel from the capital of Kyrgyzstan, the Bishkek city, and drive to the south in the direction of China. Going over the pass to the named Kalmykov with altitude 3,400 meters, we reach incredible Songkul Lake, means the last lake. The magnificent area of the high-altitude plateau attracts your attention from the first seconds. Driving down from this pass to the altitude of 3,000 meters, we enjoy the view to the right and to the left of flocks of sheep and herds of horses, cows, yaks grazing in front of your eyes. The background of the lake is impressive till the deepest corners of your soul, and it's not surprising, it's literally stunning. Arrival to the yurt camp set by Ak-Sai Travel and getting accommodated. Comfortable place. One and the only yurt camp with available single and double accommodation. The facilities are close by and always clean. Shower with the hot water from the solar batteries. Dining, yurt, and the bar are available for you to spend an evening playing cards, chess, nardi, it's a traditional Kyrgyz table game, or just have fun in communicating with local people. Our staff is extremely experienced in working at the high-altitude place, always kind and polite. Here we have lots of different opportunities how to spend our time. The simplest thing that we can do is to walk around and breathe with fresh air, you can see here. And Ak-Sai Travel can suggest you some other entertainments. So we offer the horseback riding games. You will see how traditional nomads entertain themselves in old times. The first game is Ulak Tartish. It's similar to the usual football game, but players riding horse, and instead of the ball, they use the goat corpse. The second game is Tin and May. The riders need to pick up the small coins on a full-speed ride. And the third one is O Darish. It's a wrestling riding the horse. Moreover, Ak-Sai can show you yurt setting up demonstration. You will learn how nomads set their yurts, what parts a yurt consists of, and what materials are used for covering and decoration. We can also visit traditional yurts of local people and get acquainted with the lifestyle of Kyrgyz family, and who's living far from the village, high up in the mountains, out of civilization. One more thing that we are offering is to rent horse and ride up to the closest mountain slopes, or just have a light walking along the lake shore. But let's not stop at one area any more longer and move to the south. Near the border of China, in the famous Karakoyum Canyon, means the Black Rabbit, you find the ruins of one of the biggest stone structures in Central Asia, the Tashabat caravanserai, that dates back to the 11th century AD. Accommodation is provided in the new Ak-Sai yurt camp, which is comfy as the previous one. And I described the Songkul Lake, impressive with its spectacular wide-range views, but Karakoyum showing us the power of Tian Shan Mountains within a narrow space within a canyon. Now is the time to learn more about our history. Please enter the Tashrabat and feel the atmosphere of the old times, when merchants traveled with caravans of camels along the area and found a shelter from the bandits here. Besides Tashrabat, we visit a number of historical sites such as settlements, ruins, monumental complexes, as well as natural parks, which were included into the list heritage of UNESCO. Every next day can open us something new, something magnificent, something unforgettable. Kyrgyzstan is not a country of one landscape. Here, every 100 kilometers, everything changes. The green canyons, the gray valleys, the snow-capped mountains, and back to the alpine meadows. And our way goes down to the pearl of Tian Shan, to the mirror of the sky, to the eye of the earth. It's the Issyk-Kul Lake. This is the second largest alpine lake in the world after Titicaca in Brazil. Issyk-Kul in Kyrgyz means the hot lake. The area around the lake is also a part of the Great Silk Road, and there are thousands of different ancient settlements at the foot of mountain chains, or under the water of Issyk-Kul now. This is the paradise for archaeologists and historians. The scientific expeditions take place rarely, but adventurous diving archaeology, or treks up to the high-altitude mountain cemetery, as usual for this district. So then we are moving to Karakol town. It's the eastern part of Issyk-Kul Basin, and this is the most famous trekking and expedition starting point. What can Ak-Sai do here, you may ask, and I will answer. We provide the most exciting trekking programs in Kyrgyzstan. For your conveniency, we call them green and white. So let me tell you about two of these types of trekking. The green track goes along the meadows, high-altitude passes, around magnificent Alakul Lake at the altitude of 3,500 meters, and reach natural hot springs Altyn Arashan. Our company is the only in Kyrgyzstan which sets constant tent camps along the trekking route. Traveling, people don't need to carry tents or food or kitchen utensils. Tourists just walk light, enjoying the views, taking thousands of magnificent pictures, and upon arrival to the next fixed tent camp, the hot dinner and sleeping places are waiting for them. In the morning, special energy breakfast and already packed lunch boxes for each participant are provided. You just need to go and enjoy, and nothing else. This route will let you taste the power of Terskei mountain range, which is the part of the Great Tian Shan. The next trek is white, and it goes along the biggest glacier in Tian Shan. The Karakol town is the same starting point, but now the route goes deeper into Tian Shan. And up to the mountain base camp at the foot of Pobeda means victory and Han Tengri peaks. Ak-Sai Travel sets fixed tent camps here as well as for green trekking route. And it starts from the Green Meadow, but after 2 days we reach the second biggest glacier in the world, Inilchak, and continue our way up to the beginning of the glacier. As you know, glaciers are at the eternal move, creating new traps every year. So our mountain guides are experts in this area, always watching for tourists and helping them. At the end of the trek, tourists reach the heart of Tian Shan. It's the very beginning of Inilchak, the base camp at the foot of Han Tengri and Victory Peak, where spends a day or two and take the helicopter to get back to the Green Meadows and to the civilization of Karakol town. Here you can see the helicopter flying from the Inilchak and then is landing in the Green Meadow. It's a flight taking only 40 minutes. So from the green paradise to the great world of great ice and back. The territory of Kyrgyzstan is mostly in the Tian Shan Mountains, but its small part to the southwest is Pamir. This mountain system is gray, just pure rock formalities, and has not got so much of green color. Here, we offer a new trekking route called Asian Patagonia. Service is all the same, with fixed tents and meals, with professional escorting staff and incredible views. And why Patagonia? It always reminding us the landscapes of the famous South American Patagonia. Traveling along the canyons, several narrow passes on the slopes, up and down, to the right and to the left, you will never get bored. It's outstanding and absolutely virgin nature. No one can stay indifferent here. All three trekking programs that I mentioned can be organized individually for separate groups, or for anyone can join our fixed departure dates. But remember, all these three tracks available only within 2 summer months, July and August. Snow Leopard is the famous and prestigious title, is the dream of any alpinist. The only person who conquered 7,000 plus meters peaks becomes a snow leopard and was in every book of alpinism history. The Ak-Sai Travel Company was opened 17 years ago by one of these. Sorry, we know everything about any expedition in Kyrgyzstan. There are 3 of 5 higher than 7,000 meters peaks, so please let me tell you about them. The first and the most beautiful peak is Han Tengri, with its 7,010 meters. And it's the second highest mountain in this most northerly and remote of the Great Asian Mountain Range. Among the local people, the White Peak are well known as the Mountain of Heaven. The west reach of Han Tengri is a classic route that presents a reasonable objective for competent mountaineers. Ak-Sai Travel tries to make the climbing safe. Along the west reach, we fix ropes, which are renewed at the very beginning of every summer season by our mountain guides. There are several set camps on the way up to the summit, where alpinists can overnight. Our base camp can provide you with all necessary equipment, except for special things like crampons, but gas cartridges, tents, warm sleeping bags, and mattresses are always at your service for rent. And the second one is Pobeda, means victory, with its 7,439 meters, and is considered to be the most difficult, the toughest 7,000er in the world. Meteorological conditions of the region are so unpredictable and severe that it deservedly gives the peak the nickname the treacherous corner. Expeditions possible only also within the 2 summer months, July and August, and with the most advanced equipment, with the most experienced guides. The easiest 7,000er is Lenin Peak, with its 7,139 meters, 34 meters. Unlike the previous 2 peaks, Lenin Peak is situated absolutely in the different area, on the opposite side of the country in Pamir, on the border between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, and is considered as the most accessible 7,000er. There is a highway going almost up to the base camp, right to the foot of the Lenin Peak, and ascension to this summit is practically no technical climbing involved. Ak-Sai Travel provides the same quality service at every base camp. Moreover, you can get the tents and the hot meal even in the camp number 1 on the slope of a Lenin Peak, when the alpinist already is moving up to the summit. Ak-Sai can help you with all necessary border permissions, with transfers. Guide and doctor service are always available. And moreover, the exclusive Ak-Sai rescue team also at your service. We can rent warm Arctic sleeping bags, satellite phone, ultra-short wave radios during ascent, and other useful things that can be irreplaceable during any ascension. You always can join an international group with guaranteed departure dates and participate in an expedition to Hantengri or Lenin Peak. We offer you various packages from the very budget to all-inclusive. So if you are a person who likes extreme, if your blood is boiling, and if you're looking for something special, staying in the top of the world, so Ak-Sai Travel is a company which can help you to reach this summit. Let me draw your attention to a 5-minute video about life in a Karkara tent camp and the helicopter flight which takes you from the green paradise to the world of a great ice. It shows us a part of a mountain biking tour with helicopter which we always can organize. So the video is going with sound. Will the sound work? Pardon me. Will the sound work?
Yes.
Yeah, unmuted.
I already. That's my computer.
Okay. How we can start this? It's just it's not showing here. Oh, like this.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So that was a Japanese, if you didn't recognize them. And moreover, we can organize different them tours. It's the jeep tour or horseback riding tour. It's a rafting and kayaking, the bird and flower watching tours, the photo tour, the hunting tour, the women religious and felt producing tours, as well as the culinary tour. And 5 more minutes that of your time I would like to take and tell you about our special projects. Today I've already mentioned about the snow leopard, and Lenin Peak is the first summit that you need to conquer on the way to get this prestigious reward. And the second project I would like to present is created in cooperation with the Russian Skyrunning Association. It's the high-speed ascent to Lenin Peak. It's the nice opportunity for those who would like to test himself, who wants to understand what he can. And there are some special requirements to those willing to participate in the high-speed ascent to Lenin Peak. You need to be theoretically and practically grounded and be aware of the risk undertaken when climbing. Ak-Sai Travel provides full support to this event and welcomes everybody who wants to take part in it. The high-speed ascent means you are climbing very fast, because the usual climbing you are going up and down, then a bit higher, then lower, then higher, lower. So it's for people who know how to do that and who are acclimatized well. The next project that Ak-Sai Travel involved in, the Run the Silk Road. In May 2015, in collaboration with International Marathon Organization, with the support of West East Aid Organization in Kyrgyzstan, we arranged marathon on the north shore of Issyk-Kul Lake. Our goals and objectives are promotion of health tourism, involving local population to the sport lifestyle, detecting the best marathon runners in Kyrgyzstan, inviting and developing international relationship between runners from all over the world, promotion of the beautiful nature of Issyk-Kul Lake area and its clean water. There are several distances available, 5 and 10 kilometers, half of marathon and full marathon. Ak-Sai Travel provides the following services. It's the airport transfers, transport per itinerary, meals, accommodation, the guide interpreter service, and all paperwork, which means we will register you, check into this event. And well, let me finish at this optimistic point, and I'm happy to answer on all your questions now. And also I would like to invite you to taste our sweets and the pastries named borsok, if somebody didn't taste it already. Yeah. But I've seen that everybody went to taste it before our demonstration, so thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Eva. I'm from Slovakia, and people in my country are very much in the nature and this kind of travel. So if they do travel from Europe, is there a language barrier in your camp resort and also anywhere else in Kyrgyzstan? Do people speak English there?
We are speaking mostly in Russian and in Kyrgyz language. The Kyrgyz is, we're also using the Cyrillic for letters, and it's in Kyrgyz and in Russian language. But we are providing the service for guides who can speak in English, German, Spanish, French, Japanese, everything. But yes, for people, it's Russian and Kyrgyz.
And then, sorry, at the airport, for example, if you land, do people there can people there help?
The staff of the airport, they can answer you on English language. But among the local people, it's mostly spread Russian and Kyrgyz. You're welcome.
So I can repeat it again after the questions. He already said that you can try the sweets again if you like, for the people who didn't try them yet. And at 5 we will have our next speaker coming, so then please be on time.